I heard your wonderful stories for a bit.
Wait, which stories?
All of them.
What? You were here? I didn't see you, man. I probably would have been like, oh, I was like a super gym buff. I was super buff when I was in high school. I would bully people. Right.
He would have been shyer. He would have been shyer.
No, Judge, I would have been like, no, I bullied people. I did wedgies and all that stuff.
Good afternoon, everybody. 3:01 p.m. 5/6/2021. We're still encouraged to hold hearings via Zoom and YouTube Live. Hold remote hearings. Meanwhile, we're getting out of this pandemic. Now, we've got Hugo Ortega. Who's the probation officer for Hugo Ortega? Somebody.
That's going to be Miss Liana Gandara. Judge, let me go ahead and remind her of her hearing.
She's the one we need because she's going to tell us how he's misbehaving.
This one, we had a hearing, Your Honor, not too long ago in this case. I was going to have a talk with my client.
Ortega? Let me see Mr. Ortega. Mr. Ortega, can you talk to me?
Yes, ma'am.
Good. Mr. Ortega, do you recognize your attorney, Mr. Pease?
Yes, Judge.
And Mr. Pease, do you recognize your client as a defendant in this case?
Yes, Your Honor.
Very good. Let the record reflect that both have identified each other. I have to admit, I'm getting old. I don't recognize the face. That's a good thing, Mr. Pease.
Yeah.
That is a good thing, Your Honor.
That's a good thing, I have to tell you. So please remind me what's happening.
So this was a case where client had been driving, court admonished, well, was going to admonish today.
He has missed or he has positives on his device?
No, Your Honor, he was just strictly driving. Oh, I apologize, Your Honor. He has a DWI that's pending, but the court didn't even address that.
Okay, I thought...
Right, the court was concerned about him driving, and I think probation has something about that.
Right, that is correct, Mr. Avila. And this is a case I asked for a week to talk to my client, Your Honor, because there was new things that had come up. Needless to say, Your Honor, I wasn't able to talk to my client.
Oh, no. Why?
He was involved in a vehicular accident, motor vehicle accident, Your Honor.
Oh, my God, Mr. Ortega. Were you taken to the hospital, sir? Are you okay? Or what happened?
He has 2 fractured ribs, Your Honor.
Ooh.
He has a litany of medical conditions at this point, Your Honor.
When did he get in this accident, Mr. Pease?
The following morning, Your Honor.
Oh, gosh.
And I believe it to be a drunk driver that hit him, fell asleep on the wheel. And so Mr. Ortega, he was released from emergency on Monday. And I believe he's at home right now.
Monday, so he stayed in Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday? Monday?
Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and released on Monday. He has physical and occupational therapies coming up and things of that nature, Your Honor. He's under some very, I guess, potent medication at this point, and it's pain medication. So I don't know how well he can actually even speak.
Ortega, can you talk to me, sir? Does it hurt your ribs to talk?
Muy poquito. My English is not that good, so I'm gonna try to so you can understand me, okay?
How are you feeling?
Pain. More than nothing is a lot of pain on my left side.
I'm sorry, sir. I am so very sorry to hear about your accident, sir. Okay, Miss Gandara?
Yes, Judge.
Did you know that Mr. Ortega was in a car accident the next day after the hearing last week?
Yes, Judge. I just found out.
Okay.
Yeah.
What was the issue? He blew positives, or he didn't blow, or he's driving, or what was the issue?
He was driving, Your Honor, is what was going on. He was driving. PR Bond noticed on the mobile unit that he was in a vehicle under driver's side. And then this is a case where he was at his attorney's office, Mr. Pease, and he had driven there.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's right. And I said, show me the keys. I want to see the keys. No keys. And then he admitted I was going to call the wife.
Yes,
Right.
Your Honor.
Yes,
Yes, Your Honor.
yes,
He
Your Honor.
admitted, no, I'm driving, and he lied to me.
Yes, Your Honor. I did take away his keys that day. I didn't have a conversation with him that precise day. His family was able to contact me, and that's how I found out about the accident.
But this is the sad thing, right? After I read him the Riot Act,
Right.
the Wednesday about no driving, what happens?
He drives, Your Honor, and someone hits him, and he learns, I guess, the hard way.
No, he doesn't. He's not going to.
And I understand the courts, Your Honor.
Now, did I give him 61 days? I gave him 61 days jail
It
sanction,
was 60 days that you were contemplating, Your Honor,
but I wanted to give you an opportunity to see and
to speak with them and see what had happened and so forth. And then I guess you learned that, a small trip somewhere can end up in
oh, it's
maybe the
karma.
concerns.
Karmic on so many levels. It's karmic because he's on probation for a DWI third or more.
That's correct, Your Honor.
It's karmic because I've been screaming and yelling at him and telling him not to drive.
And he does have a fourth one pending, Judge.
A fourth what? DWI?
DWI, Your Honor.
Another one. Okay.
Yes, that's a pending.
Yeah, see, it's not gonna. So he has the 2014, then he has another one?
Yes, Judge. The one from this year.
It's
And
a
you-
P file.
It's a what?
P file, it hasn't.
Oh, okay. Note on this, Mr. Rick, there's a P file DWI. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. He's gonna get another 30 days. Because he drove the next morning.
Your Honor, if we could just hold off on a little bit of that. I do understand the court I completely. The warrant was issued that same day, Your Honor, and police have tried to pick up Mr. Ortega. However, they're unable to, given his medical condition. They've showed up to his house about 3 times, if I'm not mistaken.
So what do you want me to do, Mr. Pease?
If we could just hold off a little bit, Your Honor, just to see what the outcome is going to be. He does have physical therapy and follow-up scheduled. I did notice that this court has set this particular case for a settlement conference on June the 2nd as well. He has physical therapy June 2nd as well at 9:30. I don't know what they're going to tell him on that appointment, I guess.
You want me to have compassion and graciousness. When I told him that day, please don't drive. You can't drive. You shouldn't be driving. Don't drive. And then he gets in a car accident the next day. You want me to have
No, Your Honor,
compassion?
I just don't know what. Hold on.
Yes.
Oh, I guess the internet cut off, Your Honor. I could just see it still, I guess.
No,
I raised my hand.
it was my still unhappy face that you saw.
No, the whole monitor was, Your Honor.
Okay. I don't know what you saw, but okay.
That's what I'm looking at, Your Honor.
Okay.
So, I mean, I've been through some of these medications, and I do understand, I guess, at some level, where Mr. Ortega stands right now.
Of course, all of us have been in accidents, and I gave birth to a child, so I know medications and the effect that they have. The problem is I told him not to drive and didn't give a darn about what the judge said. That's the problem. We all know pain. We all know pain medication. We all have issues. We all have medical issues. But the very thing I told him not to do, the next day he gets in a car accident. Ándale, ¿quién se lo manda? Mr. Josh, did you understand that?
Yes, crystal clear, Judge.
No, he's getting another 30 days because he was doing an accident the next day, blatantly violating my order. Now, I'm not going to withdraw the warrant. They come pick him up. They don't come pick him up. I have nothing to do with that, Mr. Pease. And What is the offer? What was the offer on the table? With a pending DWI, we can revoke his DWI probation case.
Judge, so we're waiting on the labs on the new case. I think it was a blood draw. There's also, depending on what it comes out in the blood draw on that one, it will depend on the rec.
Okay, so there's no rec right now. Okay.
No, Your Honor.
Okay, so I guess this was an opportunity for you to figure out what was going on, right? So that you could present a better case for your client. And he didn't pay attention to anybody. He got behind the wheel again and got in an accident. So you have nothing to say, right, Mr. Peace?
Not much, Your Honor. Not much, Your Honor. No.
There's not much to say. When your client gets in the car behind the wheel in an accident the next day after the issue's driving, oh my God. Yeah, and he's gonna get another 30 days. Okay. So now we have a commitment. Do we have a jail commitment for 60 days, Mr. Sam?
No, Your Honor.
Judge, you held off until today's hearing.
Okay. Did I say 60 or 61 days, Mr. Sam?
My notes indicate 61, Judge.
I have 61, Judge. I don't know why it was 61, though. I put it on my notes.
I have
I put it,
10 and then 21 and then an additional 30.
'Cause I had
was it because of the amount of days that he was driving? Was that it? I don't remember where that one comes from.
There were dates that he missed.
It was
okay.
it was the amount of times that he was behind the wheel.
Okay. Oh,
And then it was 30 for lying, Judge.
for lying to me. Okay. There it is. There it is. So it's 61 days plus 30, 60, 70, 80, 91 days. He's going to be in whenever he can, whenever they pick him up, whatever. There it is, Mr. Pease. You know,
Yes, Your Honor.
nothing else we can do, Mr. Pease, you know? Too bad. He has a great attorney, but he doesn't give you ammunition and facts to fight. On the contrary.
Trying, Your Honor.
On the contrary, sir. He, they have a saying in Spanish, se descubre él mismo. Did you understand that, Mr. Peace?
I did, Your Honor. I'd like to Mr. Avila to translate if he could.
Mr. Avila, translate.
I don't think you can translate that, Judge.
He snitches on himself.
Yes.
He snitches on himself. Nobody has to snitch on him. He snitches on himself. Okay. Okay, very good. 91 days in jail, Mr. Ortega.
¿Puedo hablar en español?
I have no objection to it, but
Okay.
I don't know if Mr.
No.
Peace.
Mr. Peace, you have an objection? But we're on the record, so we're gonna have to have Rick translate. Are you okay with him talking to me, Mr. Peace?
That's one of my concerns, Your Honor. He's on T3s, gabapentin,
He has 5
So-
different medications.
Maybe
five
it's,
different medication.
yeah, it's best not to. Mr. Ortega,
Yes, ma'am.
I think it's
Yes,
best,
Judge.
I think it's best not to speak because you are on medication. Speak
sorry?
to your, it's best not to speak to me because you're on medications. Okay? And I'm already not very happy with what you did, and your attorney knows me, and you could make me angrier. It's not going to go well for you, sir. Okay? Mr. Ortega, did you understand? I don't think it's a good idea for you to speak to me. Okay? Okay. Mr. Pease, anything else?
Nothing at this time, Your Honor.
Okay, you may be excused. Oh, Mr. Sam, submit and I'll stamp it. 91 days now. Done. 91 days.
Judge, I don't know if they'll accept it. There's no start time.
It's immediate. I'm not going to do anything. It's immediate. It's now. It's going to be 91 days. They go, they assess, they can't pick him up. He's too hurt. He's too this, he's too that. That's not my problem. It's immediate. 91 days in jail now.
What time do you want, Judge?
No, it's now.
Judge, I can even walk.
Okay, sir. That's okay.
You think you could just give me a week so I can feel better for my leg, my hip?
No, sir. No, sir. They probably won't take you, Mr. Ortega. If they're going to go and pick you up and do all that, they probably won't take you, sir. So don't worry. I don't know what they're going to do.
I can even take a shower by myself.
Okay, sir. I understand all of that. I don't have any kindness, graciousness, or compassion for somebody that doesn't do that very now within 24 hours. You did not do what I asked you to do, sir.
Can I at least take the walker?
You can take whatever you want to, I think.
For to Jeff?
They've let somebody take wheelchairs, right, Rick, when they can't walk?
Yes.
Yes.
But
I'm not
if they're
gonna-
bedridden,
I'm not
they don't pick them up.
They don't pick them up.
No.
Let them make the assessment. I'm not going to be kind and gracious to you, sir. Sorry. You don't do what I ask you to do. I'm not kind and gracious. If they can accommodate you and pick you up without any liability on their part, great. If they can't, okay. They'll go back and get you on another day. Okay, thank you all. You may be excused. Have a good life. Goodbye.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
Your Honor.